Hi guys, and welcome back to the Lazy Girl's Kitchen. So today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. I'm going to share with you my must-haves for the kitchen, kind of like your kitchen essentials as far as tools that you'll need. So the first thing that I want to share with you the first couple of things, they're kind of tools that I use, and I feel like especially if you're starting out, you tend to buy things that you really don't need. Especially I know that I did. I ended up throwing so many things, well, not throwing, I ended up donating so many things, but my kitchen was just getting too overcrowded. So if you're starting out, or if you don't really know what you need, or, you know, kind of just some staple things that you need in your kitchen, which I think anybody, whether you love cooking or not, I think you need. The first thing is a measuring cup. Now this one is 4 cups, 32 ounces, and I suggest you buy something a little bit bigger. Otherwise, you're gonna be buying one that's like 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. So instead of buying all these individual things, just buy yourself one big one. I do a lot of my mixing in here because it's big, it holds a lot, so I love it. This one's plastic, but I know they come in like glass, all sorts of different things. And I actually got this one at the dollar store. I've had it for a little while, probably like a year. I love it. One of my favorite things in the kitchen for sure. The other thing is, along with measuring cups, you're gonna need measuring spoons. So buy yourself one set that you'll love. I just kind of hang it over my kitchen. They're there whenever I need them. I just pull them down. I really don't see the need for having multiples. I used to have a ton, and I'm like, why do I have 6 1 tablespoons? I don't need that. So I ended up donating a lot, but get yourself a good pair of measuring spoons. My number one tool that I love, I can't live with in the kitchen, is my wooden spoon. I absolutely love this. I am a huge believer in this because I know they come in metal, but I find that that scratches my pots and pans, so I don't like to use those. They come in plastic, but that makes me nervous because you're cooking with heat, so the last thing you want is that stuff getting into your food. So wooden spoon for me is a must. I have a ton. I love them. I will not be in the kitchen without it. So get yourself one of these. They're perfect. And then when you get mad at someone, if they start to touch your food, you can just be like, no. So it can be used for food and as a weapon. Just kidding. Don't hit anybody with your wooden spoons. Another thing that I use, especially because I like to make pastries, I bake a ton, is a spatula. This is perfect. It's perfect to get everything out of your bowls. We don't want anything left over. So this for me, a must. Stuff's falling over. Next is a handheld whisk. I love this. This is perfect for really small jobs. I mean, if I need to do something big, like, you know, whip heavy cream or whip egg whites till they're stiff, I'm not going to use this. I would be in the kitchen for an hour and I would be very, very sore. But for smaller jobs, especially when it comes to like cake batter and stuff like that, I hate overworking it. So I use this. This is perfect. Get yourself one of these. You can also, a lot of this stuff you can get at the dollar store. You can get at Target. They have tons and tons of promotions all the time. So make sure you head over and get those. All right, moving on. All right, so since we left off with our handheld whisk, I thought that I would share with you my electric mixer. So I probably spent like $30. Actually, I think this one was a present, but I have another one that I use if I go somewhere and I need it. Like if I'm cooking for a friend, I don't take this one, I take another one. They're very inexpensive. They're about, you could get yourself one for 30 bucks and it'll last you a really long time. They come with attachments. These are perfect for mixing anything that you can't use your handheld one for, because let me tell you, when it comes to getting things to stiff peaks, you'd be in the kitchen all day. And you'd be sore, you'd be tired. So invest in one of these. This is perfect. I think this is probably the best present I've ever received. I love it. Absolutely can't live without it. All right, moving on. You definitely will need to get yourself some mixing bowls. I absolutely love these. This is my Pyrex one. I love to have a glass bowl, especially when it comes to heating things up in the microwave. You can't put metal in the microwave, obviously. So this for me is a must. I melt chocolate in this. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Again, you can get these pretty inexpensive at Target. Check out, I don't know if you guys have a Family Dollar around where you live. I know I get a lot of my organizing stuff from there, so they might have stuff like this. Home Goods, Marshalls, check that out, because honestly, these are worth it. I've had this for a couple of years and it looks fantastic. It does the job. And then I have mixing bowls that are metal, which you see this if you watch my videos, you see that I use these all the time. This one I love to use for like whipping whipped cream. I can stick this in the freezer so it's nice and cold. It really does the job. This one I actually got at Job Lot for probably like $1.99. So really inexpensive, but so good. And they last for a while. So I haven't bought any new ones since I bought these. And then for me, a pie plate is a must, because let me tell you, you can not only make desserts in these, but you can also make savory dishes in this. Sometimes I run out of like my Pyrex dishes and I'm cooking chicken or something. I'll stick it in here and it'll do the job, even though it's meant for pie. Like there's no rule saying you can only bake pie in here. So I use this for a lot of things. I just make sure that I wash them out really well. So if you don't have the space at home like I do, my counters are really small. I don't have a ton of shelf space, so I really try to utilize things for multiple purposes. So if you are looking for like pans and stuff like that and you can't fit them in your pantries or whatever, use things that you don't normally would. Like, you know, like I cook chicken in here, I cook pasta in here. Like if I'm baking a pasta dish, I'll like stick it in here. So make sure that you're utilizing other kitchen gadgets for things that you wouldn't normally. So that's my tip and trick for you. All right, so now speaking of baking, to continue with that, for me, baking sheets, like cookie sheets, I cannot have enough. I love these because I not only bake cookies on here, but I will stick anything on here. I'll just put on parchment paper or aluminum foil, and I will use this to heat up whatever I need to. These are a staple in any kitchen. Again, you can find these pretty inexpensive, probably at like a Job Lot, I don't know, maybe like Walmart or Target. I mean, I know some of these can get pretty up there, but if you buy a good one, they'll last you a really long time. But I cannot live without these. I probably have like 6 or 7. I love them. If anything, I always turn to my baking dish. So, must have. And then another thing that I use, it's quite on rotation in my kitchen, and if you follow me on my recipes, you will see that I use this a lot. And it's my, I think this is Pyrex too, yeah. It's my Pyrex baking dish. I love it. It comes with a cover. I make everything from desserts to dinners to breakfasts in here. It's very loved. They come in different sizes. I have the smaller one because there's only me in my household, so I don't really need anything big. And when my family comes over, we, you know, I can stretch it. I have bigger ones too, but for me this is perfect. It, you know, it's not super big, but for me it's good. And again, they come in different sizes. They're not super expensive. Look out for Target. Target always does deals like go on their Cartwheel app, check their circulars. Sometimes they'll do like $10 off if you spend $50 on like home deals, things like that. So make sure that you're looking at that when you're looking to buy things for your home, because I have a rule: I don't buy it without a coupon. Things get really expensive, so whenever I can save a penny, I will. And finally, let's just talk about like cooking, which, you know, kind of like pots and pan land, if you will. So make sure you invest in a good saucepan. I use this quite often, as you could see. it's still pretty in great condition. I take care of them. I use silicone whisks if I need to, but make sure you invest in a good saucepan. Honestly, when I first moved out, I had a saucepan, a pan like this, which is like I cook pasta in. I do a lot of my one pot wonders in here. I will cook soups in here. And then I had a frying pan. It wasn't like one with high sides, which I suggest you get because those are my favorite. I honestly don't really even use the other ones I have. I always kind of turn to the one with the high sides just in case something falls over or spills. It's a lot easier. But when I moved out, that's all I had, and honestly, I was content. I really didn't need anything else. These 3 things for me, now it wasn't the same 3 things because when I moved out, it was like 10 years ago. But so yeah, so these 3 things were perfect for me. They did their purpose, they did their job, they were wonderful. I didn't have a lot of money, so I obviously couldn't buy the best things, but again, I think I went to like Job Lot, and they have a bunch of wonderful stuff in there that you can get for a really great price. So again, make sure you shop where you find great deals. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be a Bed Bath & Beyond, although I do love shopping there. So yeah, so you'll definitely need a saucepan. This for me is a must, especially just like to heat anything up, or if I need to make something really quick, this is a gem. You're gonna need a pot. For me, this pot, I feel so bad. I burnt oil in here and it took me forever to get it out until a really sweet subscriber, one of you, told me about a trick. And I forget the name of the product. I'll have to look it up, and if you guys want to know, I'll link it for you. But literally, it will remove any burnt things in your pots and pans. It looks like new. Like, thank you. Thank you for telling me about this product. But I burnt this making popcorn, or actually no, this one I burnt making chicken one time. But get yourself a big pan. You will not regret it because you can cook whatever in here. I cook chili, pastas, soups, anything. And then finally, like I said, get yourself a skillet with high sides. If you are only able to get one, I would say get one with high sides. Look at, I've used this so much. I don't know if you can see, but it's dented right here. Like, it's not perfect. Right here, it's dented because I literally use this to death. It's still really good condition. It's still one of my favorite skillets. Hopefully for Christmas, I will be able to get another one, but for right now, this one does the job. It's perfect. I can make dishes in here where they're like one pot meals where everything kind of comes together in your skillet, and yeah, perfect. If not, I can make pancakes or eggs, whatever. I can make it in this skillet because it's high enough. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I love bringing you things that I love cooking with. I also want to do a video, maybe kind of like kitchen essentials, but for ingredients, what I always keep in my pantry or in my fridge. So let me know if you'd like to see that down below. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you have not yet, because that would make me very happy. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.